Welcome to another recap story today. Let's check out the movie Revenge, released in 2017. The movie starts off with Jen, a young lady mistress to Richard, a millionaire, as they head to his private getaway mansion in the deserts of Morocco. At the place, they have a great time together, but are later joined by two of Richard's friends who came a day earlier than expected. Jen gets introduced to the guys, and during the night they all engage in drinks and have a good time. The next morning, while Richard is away, Stan tries to force himself on Jen, claiming she had come on to him the night before. When she refuses and states she is not her type, he sexual assaults her while Dimitri actively ignores them. Richard returns, berates Stan, and offers Jen a large sum of money to forget about the incident. When Richard refuses to send Jen home, she runs off into the desert while the three men give chase, ending at a dead-end cliff. Richard pretends to call his pilot to take Jen home, then pushes her off a cliff, where she is impaled on a tree during the fall. She falls unconscious and is left for dead by the three men, who promise to continue their hunting trip as if nothing had happened. Jen wakes up badly bruised and a tree trunk in her abdomen. She burns the trunk down and escapes into the desert while the three men separate in search of her. Later in that evening, Jen encounters Dimitri urinating in a river and attempts to shoot him with his own shotgun, but it is not loaded. Dimitri tries to drown Jen, but she takes his hunting knife and stabs him in both eyes. He bleeds out in the river as Jen takes the knife, gun, and Dimitri's bike. Jen hides in a cave and uses the peyote to numb herself before removing the branch and cauterizing the wound with an aluminum beer can. After a series of nightmares of the men hunting her, Jen sets out to hunt them down first. Later in the morning, as Stan is washing his face in the river, he discovers Dimitri's body floating. He alerts Richard, who acts calmly and later puts more stones in Dimitri's body to make it sink. The two men organize a way to hunt down Jen, unaware that she is watching them. As Stan is tracking Jen down in his SUV. While driving on a rugged mountain road, Stan runs out of gas while in Jen's sights, and Jen shoots him in the shoulder while he attempts to refill the tank. Jen and Stan engage in a long-range gunfight, in which Stan blows Jen's right earlobe off with a bullet from his rifle. Jen tricks Stan into stepping on a large piece of broken glass. After removing the glass from his foot, Stan tries to run Jen down with the SUV. However, Jen kills him with Dimitri's shotgun and takes the car. Richard returns to the house, calls the helicopter, and takes a shower, but hears a noise and searches the property for Jen. She finds him once he's given up and shoots him in the stomach. And the two chase each other around the house while exchanging fire with shotguns. Richard knocks Jen out with his shotgun and tries to strangle her, but she shoves her hand in his stomach wound, forcing him to drop her. Jen recovers her shotgun and shoots Richard in the chest, finally killing him. A bloodied but triumphant Jen walks out of the house and turns around as she hears the helicopter approach. Thanks for watching, and sure to subscribe for more.